hope. And he who has hope has everything. If you're not healthy, then you don't have hope. There is no way you can tell me that I expect to be the president of the Republic, expect to be the manager of Bank of Uganda, when you're sick, you're bedridden. The moment you fall sick, then everything that you've been planning to do ceases. Everything that bachelor's you've been planning to achieve is going to cease. That woman you were planning to marry, you will not marry her because you have sickle cell. Because people are often advised, like as we shall see, the moment the man is a sickler and the woman is a carrier, or both of them are carriers, they are going to have children that are sicklers. And so you will not get the what? The woman that you want. You want to achieve everything you want to achieve. The moment you're sick, then everything is messed up. Therefore, he who has health has hope. And he who has hope has everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, let's strive very much as we can to build wellness rather than treating the diseases. When I talk about wellness, first of all, health is a state of complete mental, physical well-being of the body. In other words, the person must be healthy mentally, the person must be healthy physically, the person must be healthy emotionally, the person must be healthy in everything. It is not just merely the absence of diseases or infirmity, but when a person is healthy, kitegeeza mu buli ngeri, mu byobulamu bwaffe obwa bulijjo, in everything that you do, kati omuntu abeera healthy, ne mu church, mu ddiini, mu by'omwoyo, mu mutima gwe emotionally. Oyinza okuba ng'olina bbaawo akuleseewo, ng'olina stress, your husband has left you, they have divorced you, then you are disqualified from the list of people that are healthy. Ladies and gentlemen, how many agree with me? Because your minds are going to be perverted. You're going to be stressed out. And stress is one of the causative agents. It is one of the risk factors of most of the diseases. And what does this singer ziva kuchi? Ku stress. So the moment you're stressed out in your life as a human being, then you cease to be called a healthy person. Ladies and gentlemen, a healthy outside starts from the inside. For you to be healthy outside, you must be healthy inside. You must be healthy where? Inside. The moment your inside is not healthy, then your outside cannot be healthy. What do I mean by the inside? The inside starts with your soul. Some of us are Christians, some of us are Muslims. Your soul must be healthy. Feed on the word of the Lord. Secondly, the inside health I'm talking about also applies to your nervous system, your respiratory system, and all the other systems and organs in your body. Ebitundu by'ebyomubiri birina okuba nga biri ki? Biri healthy. Bw'oba ng'olina omutima omulwadde, if your kidneys are infected, if your brain is affected, then the outside is also going to be affected. There is no way you can tell me that you're going to do to act like a normal human being if your inside is not okay. Katinze, let's say I'm a doctor and I come to this place with ulcers paining me. Mr. Benjamin, what would happen if I'm feeling pain, chronic pain in my abdomen, and I'm having ulcers, that burning sensation that is really painful? That simply means that I will not even be able to share what I have to share. Why? Because the inside is not healthy. So it all starts from the inside. Real wealth, not pieces of gold and silver. Let me tell you, even if you have the best car in this world, but as long as your health is not, as long as your health is compromised, as long as your immunity is compromised, as long as you're not healthy as a person, then everything is going to be messed up. Everything is going to be messed up. You're going to die and leave that car. You're going to die and leave that beautiful house of yours. You're going to lose out on everything. So health is important. Ladies and gentlemen, at this very moment, I want to officially welcome you to this session. Those that are following us online, you are most welcome. Those that are right in the house this afternoon, please don't rush. This afternoon, I would like to request you to please keep your devices in silent mode so that we can really have a beautiful session. Those that are following us online, we are going to be expounding a lot about our health. We are going to be looking at the different conditions. How can we keep our inside healthy? How can we restore our lives? Restore our lives. How can we live a better life? Because we've said that health is wealth. Obulamu bwe buki? Obulamu bwe buki? Bwe bugagga. Bw'obeera nga toli mulamu, kitegeeza oli mwavu. Kuba oba ogenda na kufa. N'obugagga bw'olina emmotoka gy'olina oba ogenda girekawa wano ku nsi. So I welcome you all. Time, health. He who has health has hope, and health is wealth. So at this very moment, as we proceed, we are going to look at very many things. Our body faces different challenges on a daily basis. On a daily basis. Nti tusisinkana ebizibu bingi mu bulamu bwaffe on a daily basis. Every day that comes, every 24 hours that pass, our bodies face very many challenges. Say very many challenges. So we are going to be looking at each challenges. Today I am to make sure that we get the solutions to the different challenges that we could be having. So you can see this gentleman here. I'm sure he wasn't born like that. You can see the intestines. This is not how they should appear. You can see this couple is stressed out. Are you seeing? Are they happy? No, they are not happy. The man is holding the head. The lady is also holding the head as if something is happening right here. You see? Look at the kidneys. This is the normal kidney. This kidney is not okay. By the time they produce a child, the kidney is always like this. But as we grow, a lot of things keep happening. A lot of things take us off the track, and the body starts facing battles. Putting aside the spiritual battle, there is what we call the physiological battle. Say physiological battle. Kakati omubiri guno gusisinkana ebizibu bingi. Mr. Benjamin, our body faces a lot of challenges along the way as we grow. That is why the first thing a baby does when they come out of the womb is to do what? To cry. The baby cries. You know, where is this? You get it? The baby starts crying and wonders, which kind of place is this? I was inside the womb, things were okay, but now I've entered into the world. There is light. The first thing that hits the child is the sunshine, the light. First of all, the sun produces ultraviolet rays that affect our bodies in one way or the other. That is a very common challenge that we often ignore. Putting that aside, we face vectors, the likes of mosquitoes. Houseflies are bringing germs into our lives. So a lot of challenges, accidents, cancers. Ebizibu bingi nnyo bye tusisinkana mu bulamu bwaffe nga tukula. So the body gets impaired, the body gets problems, the body faces challenges, and a lot of things keep happening as we grow. So today, we are going to really look at the different challenges and how to overcome the challenges. The main issue here is peptic ulcer disease and all ulcers diseases, sickle cell disease, and cancer, cervical cancer for the women. But we shall as well hit all the other conditions. So as we move on, we have this very devastating disease. This is diabetes. Say diabetes. Diabetes is a very, very, very challenging disease that has really disturbed people in the world. Mumanyi abantu nga balwadde ba sukaali bafuna ebizibu ebyenjawulo. Ebizibu ebyaki? Ebyenjawulo. They find challenges. They feel a lot of pain. They go through a lot of issues. So, I want us to understand, what is diabetes? Diabetes is a group of diseases that affect how our body utilizes the blood glucose. So you're going to find that the blood glucose levels are not in their normal ranges. Because God created us and our bodies, our blood is supposed to have a certain level of glucose that is supposed to maintain the tissue. The tissues give us energy and help us to survive. But in one way or the other, like we said, that our body faces a lot of challenges, we reach a point whereby the body cannot balance the glucose levels. God created our bodies in a way that they are able to regulate the glucose, sukali, okukuumira sukali mu kigero ekituufu. Naye ekiseera kituuka, ebintu ne bibeera nga bikoze eki? Byekyanze. Ebintu ne bibeera nga bikoze eki? Nga byekyanze. Kiki ekireetera kino ekintu? Nti ekisookera ddala engeri gye tulya. Biki bye tulya? The things that we feed on. Bitera nnyo tuleetera obuzibu. Nosanga omuntu ssebo nga sukaali yanywawo bijiiko nga mukaaga. Ate nga mu lunaku anywamu caayi emirundi emeka? Bye bijiiko bimeka? Mukaaga emirundi 4? 24. So someone takes all that sugar and they expect to live a healthy life. Is it possible? Ladies and gentlemen, is it possible? You're going to fall sick. Eating much sugary foods. Nosanga olinga yetalyangako kuntula oba greens oba vegetables. Ladies and gentlemen, vegetables are very important in our lives. The moment you don't take vegetables, then things are not going to be in their normal way. Vegetables help a lot in our bodies. But you find people feeding poorly and they expect to live a better life. Ladies and gentlemen, diabetes is a very, very dangerous condition that usually happens when our pancreas gets a challenge. The pancreas is the body organ that God created to help in the regulation of the blood glucose. But the moment your pancreas is affected, pancreas ke kalulwe mulimi oluganda, akalulwe k'omuntu we kabeera nga kalina obuki obuzibu, kitegeeza sukaali tagenda kubeera mu kigero ekituufu, kuba akalulwe kano kalimu obutafaali bwa bimeka bibiri. Ekisookera ddala, we have the alpha cells and the second one is the beta. Kati bw'obanga buno obutafaali bufudde, tugenda kulaba obutafaali buno ye ntegeeza ki. Obutafaali buno bw'obanga bufudde, kitegeeza tolina tuzzi otuva mu kalulwe okubeera nga tukola ki? Okubeera nga otuzzi tukuumira sukaali mu kigero ekituufu, oba totulina. Otuzzi tuno batuyita insulin. Kitegeeza oba tolina insulin, your glucose level is going to be abnormal. What am I talking about right now? So obuzibu bwonna buvudde ku ki? Ku kalulwe, okulaba nga sukaali tali mu kigero ekituufu. So sukaali bulwadde bwa kitalo nnyo, era buli abulwala ebiseera ebisinga tebatera kuwona, wabula obulamu bwe babeeramu buba bwakumira ddagala na kwefumita insulin buli lunaku. Si kyo mami? Omulwadde aba alina okwekuba insulin buli lunaku alyoke afune obulamu obutegeevu. Technician. When we look at diabetes, a lot of things keep happening. Omuntu ng'alina sukaali, ebigere bye bivunda, era buli wafuna ekiwundu. Ekiwundu kino kirwawo okuwona. Lwaki? The body is having too much glucose distributed throughout all tissues, and the tissue fluid is having the glucose. So, why does the wound not heal easily? It is simply because the bacteria is going to accumulate on that wound because the wound is having a high concentration of glucose. So omuntu wa sukaali yetawona biwundu. Era ebiseera ebisinga babakola amputation, nti ekigere bagenda ne bakola ki? Ne bakikola ki? Ne bakitemako, which is a very bad thing. Ze waliwo gwe nalabako mu ddwaliro eyo ng'alina sukaali, yalwala ekiwundu, babiyita gangrene. So the wound had eaten away all the flesh, and this lady was having the bones. We could actually physically see the bones. They could wash the bones every morning because they were physical. You could see the whole world was having a bad stench. But because we are trained to save lives, we had to treat her the way she is. But the next day, she was taken and they chopped off the what? The leg. Because the leg was rotting and the entire body was getting affected. Ladies and gentlemen, we have something else right here. Abnormal blood pressure. Now, when I talk about abnormal blood pressure, what do you understand? Can somebody in the audience of blood pressure, you've ever heard about abnormal blood pressure? Please raise up your hand. Yes, you've ever heard about pressure? Yes, you've also ever had towuliranga ku blood pressure obumanyi just mwagala teeka waggulu mikono ndowooza enkuba ebayiseemu. Enkuba ebayiseemu, Emma, Mr. Emma, enkuba ekuyiseemu taata. Kati mulaba enkuba eyo nayo ssebo bwekubeera ng'ekuyitamu. That is also a factor that can make you unhealthy. You get it? Because too much coldness is also bad. So you see how our body suffers a lot of things. You get it? So you're all calm and quiet simply because of the what? The rain. Again, when the sun is too much, we shall feel headache, we shall sweat, we shall get dehydrated. So our body faces a lot of challenges. Obulwadde buno obwa pressure, kiki ekibuleetera? Ate bujja butya mu mibiri gyaffe? Nti ono okumugamba nti alina pressure. Blood pressure is a condition. It can either be too much, which is hypertension, or very low blood pressure, which is hypotension. When your blood pressure is too low, it is not good. And when your blood pressure is too high, it is also not good. Your blood pressure has to be normal. So anything outside the range, the stated range by the Ministry of Health and World Health Organization and all the books and the scientists, that means you are not healthy. So the moment your blood pressure is high, blood pressure simply means that the blood is passing through the blood vessels with a lot of energy due to very many factors that we are going to look at. So the moment, it's like having water, passing water through a small pipe. The water is going to come out with a lot of pressure, okay? But when the pipe is big, it means the water is going to flow through smoothly and is going to be low. So when your blood pressure is high, it is either the blood vessels, the diameter of the blood vessels has reduced. And what usually reduces the diameter of the blood vessels? First and foremost, we have what we call bad cholesterol. If you have a lot of fats in your body, these fats are as well going to attack the blood vessels. And you know what is going to happen? You're going to see a reduction in the diameter because they are going to go and pile in the blood vessels. Can we try to move on? I want to see whether it's the one. No, go back. It's not the one. So, nti emisuwa gino gigenda ne giyingirirwamu amasavu. Kati amasavu we gayingira mu misuwa muli, kitegeeza omusaayi guba gukozesa amaanyi mangi okola ki? Okuyitamu. So your blood pressure is going to be what? High. Secondly, stress. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is something that we always take for granted, that is stress. Stress can kill you within 3 days. Because there's a lady that came to our facility and the lady was suffering from headache for the past 4 months. How many? 4. And this lady was telling me, Musao, doctor, I have had headache, I've taken a lot of painkillers, but I'm not seeing any improvement. And I told this lady, I tried to ask her, what do you think about often? Nangamba, olaba, abana bange, tebalina school fees, bichi ne mugamba kati today, you go and sleep. So, realize that you're being taken away by thoughts. Always try as much as you can to avoid the stress. So, stress can hype your blood pressure. How does it do it? Bw'otandika okulowooza ennyo n'olowooza nnyo obwongo n'obukozesa nnyo, omutima gujja kuba gukuba nnyo guyambe obwongo busobole okukola ki, so that the brain can be able to think of what you're thinking about. You understand? So in that process, the heart is going to be working very hard and your blood pressure is going to increase. That is why are you seeing? You may call it a bean, ekijanjalo. Fenga tukyasoma twali tubiyita biki? Twali tubiyita bijanjalo. So, but this is, it's called a kidney, yeah? Ze zino ze bayita ki? Ensigo mu lulimi Oluganda. So, ensigo zino zirina ebizibu. Sometimes our kidneys get what we call kidney disease and other conditions associated with a kidney. The kidney is an organ that filters our blood. That filters our what? Our blood. Someone is paying attention. Yes, that is very powerful. And I can hear the sound coming. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. So, the kidney faces different conditions and challenges as we live. You get it? Because this is the one that removes all the rubbish that is found in our blood. All the rubbish that is found in our tissue fluid and everything that we have in our body. It is the filter of the body. And it belongs to a system that is called the excretory system. The system that removes obuchafu muchi mumusai. So, the moment the kidney has a problem, then trouble has come your way. It simply means your blood is going to have a lot of obuchafu. Obuchafu. I'm requesting us to participate, okay? You're going to find that your blood has what? Obuchafu. It's got obuchafu, those are impurities. The ions, the unnecessary excess sugars, glucose, the salts, and all the ureas and the likes. So the moment your kidney has a problem, my brother, it means the whole body is going to be affected. Because dirty blood is going to be taken to the brain, dirty blood is going to be taken to the lungs, dirty blood is going to be taken to the eyes, dirty blood is going to be taken to the kitegeera omusaayi omukyaafu guba gugenda kutambula mu mubiri wonna. Kati omusaayi omukyaafu bwe gutuuka mu mubiri gwo kitegeeza waliwo obuzibu. So our kidneys face a lot of challenges. Signs and symptoms. When you have kidney disease, the very first thing you're going to feel is lower back pain. Ng'omugongo gukuluma. Jakuba owulira obulumi, nga owulira olumizibwa, owulira toteredde, ebintu si birungi, you get it? Some people end up swelling the limbs, but that is now a chronic stage. The moment you start swelling your limbs, it means things are not fine. Nosanga omukyala nga tasobola nakola nakutambula. Lwaki? Ensigo zaalwala. Talina kasengejja musaayi era obucaafu busigala muli. Ebigere byonna bijjudde obucaafu mu musaayi, amazzi ebigere bizimba. You get it? It's very bad. Very, very, very bad. Naye nga solution gye bamanyi wabweru eyo eri emu. Which one? Okugyamu ki? Ensigo. No gende, is it India? People usually go to India for kidney transplant, eh? And they pay millions, over 200 million of money. They go and they transplant the what? The kidney. They remove the dead one and put the good one. Or they remove one of the kidneys. So you find someone living with one filter. You get it? So kidney transplant is there, but of course you are losing your organ. But I want to keep reminding you that prevention is better than cure. Okwewala kisinga okola ki? Okujjanjaba. What causes this problem? Ekisookera ddala, omuntu bw'abeera nga akozesa eddagala ennyo. Remember, it is the kidney that filters. It is the kidney that removes all the drugs that we swallow. That Panadol you take every morning, which is not right, because you're supposed to take it for only 3 days. If you exceed 3 days, it is going to start damaging your what? Your liver. And your liver cells are going to do what? To die. And when your liver dies, it means problems are going to come. So the medicine we take is removed by the what? The kidney. We have drugs that are removed from the body by the what? The kidney. The likes of pseudoephedrine and other drugs that I may talk about. So this kidney faces a lot of problem because every rubbish has to pass through here and then you urinate it. Every rubbish has to do what? To pass through the kidney. So the moment your kidney is overused by those drugs, to some extent it is going to be damaged. And other various causes. So how does it happen? You're going to find that the kidney itself actually sometimes can develop stones. It can develop other various conditions. You're going to find that the cells in the kidney, because we have a region in the kidney where the filtration really takes place. It's called the Bowman's capsule. Kalinga kasengejja era muki munsigo muno. Kati on that Bowman's capsule, that is where we have the filtration of the blood. So the moment the epithelial cells that are lining that thing there are going to get a problem, it means your kidney is not going to do its function. And when your kidney is not doing its function, my brother, you're going to find problems in this life. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to look at something else right here, and that is none other than heart disease. Before I proceed, let us go back. I want us to do something together. So you're going to do your hands like this and you say, bye-bye kidney disease, okay? So, bye-bye kidney disease, let's go. You press. Just a second. You saw that animation. So we're going to collect that disease, eh? And then we throw it away, okay? So, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Bye-bye kidney disease. That is very important. So let's look at the heart disease. Heart disease is a very, actually, members, ladies and gentlemen, the heart is the center of everything. It is from the heart that love comes. I don't know which part of the heart forms love. I don't really understand. But some people say, I love you with all my what? With all my heart. So I don't know where exactly here on this heart, I don't know where exactly on this heart, where exactly we have the chamber that, facilitates the love. But the heart is a very important organ as far as I know in our bodies. It's really very important. And so the heart is a very important organ in our bodies. And the moment your heart is affected, it means you're going to die instantly. Because it is the heart. By the way, members, ladies and gentlemen, even if you remove the heart from the body and you place it on the table, it will remain beating up to at least 5 to 10 minutes. Why? Because it was created to do that. It is the pump. It is the pump of our bodies. So the moment your heart is affected, you're going to have problems. So you're going to have diseases like coronary heart artery, heart valve disease, heart infection, disease of the heart muscle, and a lot of conditions that are not going to be of benefit to your body. So the moment your heart is damaged, it means you don't have the fuel, because it is the heart that has to transport blood to where? To the brain. It is the heart that transports blood to the limbs. It is the same heart that transports blood to your eyes. It is the same heart that transports blood to down there when you are going to do those things. You get it? So the moment your heart is not okay, actually men, there are some men that don't get active when it comes to sexual intercourse. One of the reasons that could cause that could be a problem with the heart, or it could be a problem with the circulatory system. Because for you to rise up as a man, it is blood that helps you to do what? To rise up. Hope you understand me. So the moment you're having a challenge with your heart, you're going to face problems. So what causes heart disease? Members, let us pay attention here, because many people mess up their lives and they don't focus on what really makes them sick. First and foremost, drug abuse and alcohol. People that are using alcohol and drugs, there is no way how you're going to escape this condition. Even if you don't get it right now, time is going to reach, your heart is going to be affected. Your heart is going to have challenges. We have things like smoking, stress is coming back. The moment you're stressed, then your heart is going to have challenges. Because I told you, when you're stressed, your brain is working very much. So as your brain is working, the heart is also working so much to sustain the what? The brain. And so the heart is going to get challenges in the process. We have other infections, connective tissue disorder, high blood pressure, and very many things. Not forgetting poor nutrition. So if you're feeding badly, you're risking. You may get a heart disease. Feeding on cholesterol, buto, okunywa buto, okulya buto buli lunaku. Edda nga twasomanga ku campus, we had people that used to feed on chips every evening. Feeding on chips every what? Evening. Someone is eating chips every now and then. Someone is eating chips every now and then. Those oily foods are sweet, but they are not healthy. They are not what? They are not healthy at all. So the moment you're following all those ways, then you're going to have challenges. Bye-bye heart disease. Bye-bye heart disease. Let us do it again. No, come on, you're not doing it. Atachikola ogenda kulwala omutima. Nze mbabuulira. Bye-bye heart disease. Bye-bye heart. Now, this is the gist of the matter. Say sickle cell disease. Sickle cell disease. This is a very, 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 very bad condition that everyone must pay attention to. And this is the main reason as to why we are here in this place today. So, Mommy, I want you to pay maximum attention so that you can get to learn more about this and how we can save my brother. Muvubuka Mlenzi. She's a girl. How I can save my sister. Because you're my mother. So, what is sickle cell disease? Mana sickle cell byebichi. Byebijja bitya yebichi. You get it? Omuntu ayinza okubuuza naye kati bannange kiki? Which kind of insect causes sickle cells? Nti sickle cells ziva mu mugaati, bw'oli omugaati olwala sickle cell, that when you feed on rice you get sickle cells. So what really causes the sickle cell disease? First of all, sickle cell is one of the autosomal recessive blood disorders. Ze zino endwadde ezikwata omuki? Omusaayi. So zino ndwadde zibeera muki? Mu musaayi. So the moment you have sickle cells, I'm not going to look for it in the nails, no. I'm not going to look for it in the hair. I'm going to look for it in the blood. Because it affects the blood. It is a disorder of the blood. Normally, you're going to find that the red blood cells, because a normal red blood cell must have this shape. I don't know if we can all see here. Can we all see here? The red blood cell has a round disc shape. But the moment your red blood cell is having this shape, it means you have sickle cell disease. So you're going to find that the red blood cell is in form of a sickle. A crescent moon. Mumanyi omwezi ogw'ekitundu nga gukoze bwe guti. So kati omuntu nga alina sickle cell, kitegeeza red blood cells zo zirina ki shape eringa ey'omwezi ogw'ekitundu. Tuli fenna? And that simply means you're going to have challenges. So, sickle cell disease has really affected very many people. We have statistics inti mu mwaka gumu in Nigeria, muzalibwa abaana Nigeria, we have 91,011 children being born every year with sickle cell disease. When it comes to the Democratic Republic of Congo, we have over 39,743 children. Imagine all those children. Emitwalo 39 nga balina sickle cell. You get it? And then when it comes to Cameroon, we have over 71,722 children being born every year with sickle cell disease. Are you seeing how bad the disease is? And people are getting sickle cell without knowing. So today we want to know the solution for that for this disease. So when I look at Gambia, that is 6,731, and then globally we have over 305,773 children being born with sickle cell disease. So how does it come about? Sickle cell disease is mainly genetic. It is mainly what? Genetic. It comes from the mother and the father. Say mother and father. So, my brothers and sisters who are planning to get married here, if you're going to marry your wife, if you're going to get married to your husband, make sure you check yourselves for sickle cell traits, so that you can be sure of the kind of child that you're going to produce, because it usually starts here. These are the parents, you get it? And this is the normal gene, and this is the abnormal gene. So the moment we have parents that are carriers, a carrier is someone that has a trait. He is not a sickler, but he has a trait in their genetic codes that has a sickle cell kind of nature. So if that kind of parent marries the other kind of parent, and the two genes are going to fuse, the normal genes, if the parents have normal genes only, we are going to have a child who is normal. If one parent has a normal gene, if a normal gene combines with an abnormal gene, we shall have a carrier. If an abnormal gene combines with an abnormal gene, we shall have a carrier. And the same applies to this devastating one. If the abnormal gene combines with the abnormal gene, then we are going to have a sickler. Who is a sickler? A sickler ye mwana nga mulwadde wachi wa sickle cell. Sickle cell disease is a very painful disease. I don't know whether your daughter is able to tell you. Naye abaana nga alina sickle cell, they live a life of hospital. I've seen it in the world there. I've seen it in the hospitals where I've been working, where I always go. I've seen patients. The parents of these children are always in the hospital seeking to save the lives of their children. Because the child is going to have a weak body immunity, first of all. The child is going to have what we call pain crisis. There are other conditions that come with this disease. You get, for example, splenic sequestration, which involves the accumulation of red blood cells in the spleen. So the spleen is also going to be affected at some point. And then out of the blue, we have frontal bossing. Abana ba sickle cell batera nnyo okuzimba wano face we bati. Nolabanga face ekoze eki? You find when the face has swollen. So these children face a lot of problems. They face a lot of challenges. Sometimes you find when one leg is taller than the other one. Why? That happens at the epiphyseal plates wano mu joint awawanvuyirwa wano. Kuba joints zino ze zituyambako kola ki? Okuwanvuwa. Naye omwana nga alina sickle cell, kitegeeza cell division at some point on one of the joints is going to be affected. Kati nolaba omwana wa sickle cell nga one side is tall and the other side is short. All these are associated with sickle cell. To mention but a few, a lot of things happen. So usually, inside our red blood cells, we have chemicals. These chemicals are the ones that usually help in the maintenance of a normal shape of the red blood cell. The red blood cell contains hemoglobin. You get it? Hemoglobin is an oxygen protein that God placed in the red blood cell that helps to transport oxygen. So what usually happens is that we're going to see that the mutation, the substitution of some chemicals within this red blood cell are going to cause the folding of the sickle of the red blood cell, and it becomes sickled. It becomes what? Sickled. By the way, this red blood cell cannot pass through the blood vessels normally like a normal red blood cell. That is why people with sickle cell can feel at some point they feel a lot of pain. Why? Because this disc-shaped red blood cell is trying to pass through the what? The misua. If I have a blood vessel like this and I try to pass a razor blade in the red blood in the misua, nengezaako kuyisaamu ejjirita ejjagenda ng'ekolokota ebisenge byaki? Ebisenge bya blood vessels. The same applies to sickle cell disease. The moment you have accumulation of these cells, they are going to be forcing, just like you can see here, they are going to be forcing themselves to pass through the blood vessels. And then you're going to find that the patient feeling a lot of what? Feeling a lot of pain. That is what we call pain crisis. So a lot of things really keep happening. Substitution of valine instead of glutamine. Glutamine, God placed glutamine in our red blood cells to keep them in their normal shape because they are hydrophilic. Glutamine is hydrophilic. Hydrophilic means it collects water. Ekintu ekiri hydrophilic kiba kikwata amazzi. So glutamine, valine glutamine is hydrophilic. So it is going to keep swallowing water and keeping this red blood cell in its normal shape. But what usually happens is that we are going to have encoding of valine instead of glutamine. But valine is water hating. Kati valine yolujja mu red blood cell yo netandika okunywamu amazzi. Kati amazzi gali bwebeera ng'eganywamu, it means the red blood cell is going to lose its normal shape. Kiringa nga oteeka amazzi mu balloon n'otandika okuganywamu. Ekola ki? The balloon is going to fold. The same applies to this. So valine is going to go and suck out the water, and then we shall have the cell getting folded. Kati omuntu nabeera nga alina ki? Sickle cell. Sickle cells, red blood cells are made in the red bone marrow, in the bone marrow. And this bone marrow has what we call hematopoietic stem cells. Stem cells are like mother cells nga bwe tugenda okulaba ezizaala cells endala. So red blood cells zino ziva mu stem cells eziri mu ki? Mu busomyo. Mu busomyo mulimu ezizaalibwa. So the moment you have bad genes in your busomyos, you're going to be producing abnormal cells, and then that is going to make you a sickler, and then you have sickle cells. Sickle cells is a very painful condition. I will not stop saying that. First of all, it eats the entire family. The parent will never buy a suit when the child is sick. I have seen this happen. They will not go for weddings. They will not do because the daughter is sick or the son is sick. So we are here to make sure that we create awareness to the world and we see how we can make people have a better life. Principle number 1, whenever you're getting married, make sure you check yourselves so that you don't get children that are sicklers. That is principle number 1. Even if you love the girl, even if you love the gentleman, that is always the first thing. Because the moment you have a sickler in the house, then problems have come. But those that have sicklers in their houses, today we are going to see what are we going to do to make sure that we help our children, to make sure that we help our sickler brothers and sisters because they are human beings and they need better life. Who loves being in the hospital every day? Don't you want to see yourself in other places? Not every time in the hospital. I think everyone loves that kind of life, apart from the doctors who go there to treat and help those that are sick. But it is always very good for you to live a better life. So we are here to explore, tulabe, tuyambye tutya bannaffe abayita mu mbeera eyo. So, brothers and sisters, bye-bye sickle cell. Bye-bye. So, these people are not serious. I think you are still interested in sickle cell. Bye-bye sickle cell. Wonderful. Brain conditions. Brain conditions, I told you the brain is the center of everything. The brain controls our senses. The brain controls our understanding as human beings. But the moment your brain is affected, then you cease to be a normal human what? A normal human what? Being. There's a man called Teacher Ampamiri. Bamekango mumanye. Sajja oyo mwagala nnyo. Bwe nkula njagala njogere nga ye. Naye nga accent yange at least nga teriimu Runyankole luli olweri w'omukulu muzeeyi. You get it? Yeah, so the brain, common brain conditions and what they are. We have various conditions that affect the brain. Ekisookera ddala cerebral palsy. We have conditions like ensimbu. We have conditions like a lot of conditions that really affect our brain. This brain has its issues also. This is the computer of it is the CPU of your what? Of your entire body. The moment your CPU is dead, omuntu ng'obwongo bwafudde, ye muntu asobola okukwata ku muliro n'awulira nga tegumwokyezza. You get it? Because the brain cannot interpret the what? The information. Someone with a brain condition, it is that person that cannot even see. Because for you to see that this is a chair, this is a podium, to see that this is a screen, projector screen, to see that this is a microphone, your brain has to interpret the what? The information. But the moment your brain is not interpreting the information, chitegeza, you cease to be a normal what? Human being. Can we please move on and look at the next one? Soko deyo katuzigobe. Bye-bye brain conditions. Wonderful. Say cancer. Cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, with a lot of anger and concern, I am here to present to you this devastating condition that very many people have succumbed to. This is the condition that has eaten away the population in the world. This is the condition that has created many graves in this country. This is the same condition that has left many families without children, many families without parents, many families homeless. So, ladies and gentlemen, cancer is a very bad condition that affects our own body cells. We have very many types of cancer: cervical cancer, breast cancer, lung cancer, cancer of the throat, cancer of the brain, skin cancer, and very many other cancers that I may not talk about right here. But cancer, actually, it is your own body cells that become cancerous and malignant. You're going to have your body cells turning against you. They will become cancerous. In other words, you will have them growing and multiplying abnormally. Instead of your cells growing in the normal way they are supposed to develop, you're going to have your cells developing in a very, very, very abnormal way. And if your cells are developing abnormally, you qualify to be called a cancer patient. Ladies and gentlemen, cancer is one of the most painful conditions. Very, very painful. I've never experienced it. But in the hospitals where we be, I have seen some people facing this challenge. You see a person crying like a baby of 2 years, yet this person is 60 years old. You understand? They feel a lot of pain. But again, what hurts me most is that the best solution that the doctors can offer in the hospital is normal saline and a painkiller called morphine, plus some other drugs that they usually give. There is a lady, due to patient's confidentiality, I'll not mention her name, But this lady was suffering from cancer for quite some long time. And this lady was being given normal saline in the hospital. Normal saline gegana amazzi ge bateekako abalwadde. Omulwadde wa cancer seba ali ku mazzi ali eri. Alinze awo sikuwona wabula alinze lunaku lwe lwa kugenda ewa kitaffe. Emanyi yagenda atutegekera ebifo ebirungi. Naye si kirungi okugendayo ng'obudde tebunnakola ki? Tebunnatuuka. Naye abasinga tugendayo ng'obudde tebunnatuuka lwa mbeera ze tuyitamu, lwa kubeera nga tetumanyi ndwadde, lwa kubeera nga tetumanyi solution ezigenda okukola ki? Okutuyamba. So cancer is very bad. This lady was getting normal saline and morphine. Morphine is one of the strongest analgesics that I have seen. It is a very strong painkiller. Nti eyamba nnyo abantu. Naye ng'obuzibu buvaawa. So, the moment your cells are abnormal, you're going to be called a cancer patient. I've seen people losing their breasts. I've seen people losing their hair due to chemotherapy. Now there's another beautiful lady. She was very beautiful. But after undergoing chemotherapy, she lost her hair. Why? Chemotherapy is going to make you lose some of your body cells. Like they are putting chemicals to destroy the cancer cells. And chemotherapy just reduces the number of the cancerous cells, but does not eliminate the cancer. So after some time again, you may need to undergo chemotherapy and then lose more body cells. You understand? So this is a very devastating condition that has really disturbed our children, that has really disturbed our parents and everyone outside there. But today, we are going to look at the solution. Bye-bye cancer. Come on. So-called Deo. You people are not doing what I'm telling you to do. All right. Bye-bye cancer. Wonderful. Arthritis. What is this? Ani asobola okumbuulira kiki kyolaba mu kifaananyi kino? Someone tell me. Kiki kyolaba? Kiki kyolaba mu kifaananyi kino? Someone should tell me. What are you seeing? What is wrong with these fingers? What is the problem with these fingers? Kiki kyolaba mu ngalo zino? Are these normal fingers? So what is ziri zitya? Zikoze eki? They are deformed. So some of you were not seeing that these fingers are deformed. Kyogamba obadde toziraba nti zeezinze. Is this how normal fingers are supposed to appear? No. Why are they like this? This is a condition we call arthritis. And arthritis really affects our cartilage and our joints. We are going to see swelling of the joints, and we are going to see a lot of pain. This usually sometimes happens due to autoimmunity, whereby your own body cells attack the cells in your joints, and then you're going to see your joints being eaten away. Bye-bye arthritis. Bye-bye arthritis. There's another funny one here. Oh my God. Goiter. Goiter is a very bad condition that attacks your thyroid gland. And then you're going to see your thyroid gland enlarging abnormally. Omuntu nazimba ekintu wano bwati. That is goiter. Goiter is very, very bad. Such people don't even want to be in public. You understand? But at this moment, I want to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, even those that are following us online, please make sure that you don't discriminate someone who is having such a condition. Show them love, show them care, and above all, show them the solution that I'm going to show you today, so that we can make the world a better place, so that everyone can be comfortable in this life. Okay? So, bye-bye goiter. Bye-bye goiter. We also have this condition called hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids usually attacks people in the downer region, which is known as the anus. And it usually involves hemorrhoids. They are abnormal swellings that exceed, and they are going to be coming from the large intestines, flowing downwards until when they start appearing outside on the outer surface. They are usually painful, and usually when you're passing out stool, you're going to be feeling uncomfortable. Reason being, these things are bad. People with hemorrhoids cannot sit, by the way. Nolaba omuntu nga tasobola kola ki? Kutuula. Ng'omuntu tasobola kola ki? I want you to reply when I say. Ng'omuntu tasobola kola ki? Kutuula. You can't sit when you have things down here. You can't. You get it? It is very painful. It is very painful. You cannot sit. You're going to be, you're going to have sometimes bleeding, discomfort, and a lot of problems. But today we are going to say goodbye to this disease as well. Nolabo mwami ono. I know bulumi bwayitamu. So bye hemorrhoids. Fertility conditions. There are many people that want to have children but cannot have children. There are many people that are not happy in their marriage. There are many people that are not living good lives with their partners because of many reasons that we shall be exploring. Now, fertility conditions. You're going to find someone has a low sperm count for the men. You have a very small number of sperms, giving, putting you at a risk. You're going to have lesser chances of having children because your sperm count is low. So you have lesser chances of fertilizing the woman's eggs, and so you cannot have children at some point. So that is very bad. Are you seeing these two couples here? Are you seeing the two couples? Reply, say yes. Nkubuziza couples no muzirabye. Kati aondo. So these couples, are they happy? They are not happy. Reason being, something is happening. Ono ndowooza yali ava kwekebera lubuto nga temuli. Okitegeanga mwami wange. Yiba naye twaza gwaki. You get it? So this one has really affected many families. But today we are going to look at what we can do about it. Let us go. Of course, bye infertility conditions. Now, say fibroids. Fibroids. Fibroids are abnormal non-cancerous growths that are found in the uterine walls. You get it? Naddala ng'omukyala atuuse mu myaka egy'okukola ki? Egy'okuzaala. I know we've seen very many people with these conditions outside there. So, fibroids, you're going to have things swelling in your, not stomach, in the womb, uterus. Muno mubeera omwana, wano, munabaana, mu Luganda bagiyita nabaana. So, bw'obeera ne fibroids bino, bibeera bikusumbuwa nnyo, ekisookera ddala biruma. You feel a lot of what? Pain. Sometimes the woman does not sleep. Sometimes the woman feels a lot of pain. You're going to have pelvic pressure. Owulira obulumi muno. Mu magumba ganeena agali muno. Constipation. Akalubizibwa nga agenze mu toyi. Menstrual periods last longer than a week. Nti wagenda mu mwezi alwamu. You get. So a lot of things really keep happening. Backache. Ebigere bimuluma. Oluusi talina appetite. You get it? So this fibroid has really affected many ladies in the world. So bye fibroids. Bye fibroids. And here is another very, very, very common problem. That is ulcers. Say ulcers. Atayagala kwogera ngenda kusabira olwale ulcers. Nsaga. My wish is to see that you get fine. So the more you mention the disease, the more you get concerned to put away the what? The disease. So ulcers zino zitusumbuwa nnyo. Abamu tuyina emirimu tukola nnyo, tofuna budde bwa kulya mmere. You get it? Sometimes we have bacteria that are found in our bodies that are called normal floras that can become a problem to you. So sometimes ulcers come, either you're not eating food and the acid is destroying the walls of your intestines and the stomach, oba nga waliwo akawuka ke tuyita Helicobacter pylori, H. pylori, bwe kalumba ebisenge bino ne katandika obbiri awo, you're going to get wounds. Ulcers, these are wounds that are found in your gastrointestinal tract. You're going to be feeling a lot of pain. So ulcers is very painful. Nti omuntu abeera awulira obulumi, awulira omuliro. So at this moment, n'obusungu obungi. Bye ulcers. HIV and viral infections. Wano bannange sirina byakwogera. obulwadde buno mumumanyi bulungi nnyo HIV. Let me tell you, okimanyi siriimu abantu banoonya munoonye n'essaawa zino wetwogerera waliwo agenze mu loogi ajeyo doozi ye ya siriimu. Let's try to avoid HIV. HIV, that virus is very deadly. It causes immunocompromise. Your immunity goes down and you're going to have challenges. And the moment your immunity is impaired, then other diseases will come. The acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. They are going to come and your body will nolaba omuntu ng'alinga kati soko tambuza. Look, are you seeing this? I didn't show the face because there's what we call patient's confidentiality. This kind of thing, this is a virus infection. This is how a virus looks, the capsid and the nucleocapsid and all that stuff. So the moment you have a viral infection, you're going to have problems. But prevention is better than cure. Bye-bye HIV. Liver problems. So our liver is a very important organ that really does a lot of work in our bodies. But because of many things we do, because of the life we go through, our liver gets damaged. Now this is a normal liver. This liver kino ekibumba kiki kirwadde kiriko amasavu. Olaba kati kino kyo kyavunda. Endwadde nga hepatitis B sijja ne zonoona ekibumba. N'amadagala ge tukozesa, because there's what we call fast pass metabolism that happens in the liver. So the moment your liver has a problem, then trouble. Bye-bye liver problems. Bye-bye liver. We have sinuses, allergies. Bintu bingi nnyo ebijja bibaawo. You get it? So a lot of things keep happening in our bodies. Sinuses, obulwadde buno mubita sinuses. Wabula sinuses ge magumba gali muki wano mu kawanga. So obulwadde babuyita sinusitis. When you have sinusitis, you're going to be having challenges in breathing. The spaces are going to be swollen and inflamed due to some bacteria and other viruses that may attack you. So this one also disturbs nadala abaana abali mu boarding babeera ne sinusitis abaawunaawuna nnyo. So it is very bad. Bye-bye sinusitis. Bye-bye allergies. Bye-bye allergies. Asthma. What is asthma and what causes it? Look, when you have asthma, it means your airway is inflamed. You cannot breathe very well. Omuntu ng'alina asthma abeera n'obuzibu mu kukola ki? Mu kussa, nga tasobola kussa, nga ne waagezaako okufulumya omukka gubanga ogutagenda. Nze nalaba ku baana. I thank God I was once a health prefect in one of my schools during high school. You see children, someone is fighting to breathe. It is simply because their airway is affected. And this person cannot breathe properly due to very many factors, environmental factors, genetics, and all those things. So, ulcers, we are going to have, are you seeing the normal airway? Omuka guyitawo bulungi. But this airway is blocked. Mucus fills up the airway. Muscle layer squeezes the airway, and then you find that the breathing space is very what? Small. In the hospital, we usually give them a drug called salbutamol, which is a bronchodilator that enlarges this organ here, but does not remove the cause of the asthma. So you're going to survive, but again tomorrow you lose that drug. Even the other day, some people use inhalers. So you live that life of drugs, of which every drug has a side effect. You understand? So, bye-bye asthma. Bye-bye asthma. We have stroke. Stroke is a disease that has affected very many people. Stroke etera nnyo okubeera mu bwongo. Inti, ekisookera ddala, akasuwa, one of the blood vessels in the brain can burst, omusaayi ne guyika, omuntu n'abeera ng'afunye stroke, oba nga omusuwa guli blocked and the brain tissues cannot get enough oxygen. So, that person abeera era ki? Stroke. Omuntu wa stroke aba tasobola kwogera bulungi. They are numb. They don't feel, some organs are not functioning because the brain is lacking oxygen supply. Because remember, oxygen supply is done by the blood. It is the blood, it is the red blood cells. You remember in sickle cell? It's the red blood cells that transport what? Oxygen. So the moment the blood vessels that go to the brain are affected by stroke, So your brain tissue is not going to have oxygen, and so you're going to, some functions will die. Era omuntu wa stroke ebiseera ebisinga abeera awo. You get it? Because the brain is affected. Banange, bye stroke. We have aging, baldness, deafness, blindness. Okukaddiwa, olaba ono mwana yali anyirira wali mumulaba, nga newe omusanga omusaba ennamba. Nze sitera kusaba nnamba, bwe ngisabye mba nina ekirala kye njagala nga kyakwezimba nga si Mukama yeebazibwe akitegedde kubira Yesu engalo ez'amaanyi. Yes, this is beautiful. Are you looking? Omukyala nagenda nga akaddiwa, this aging, blindness, amaaso ne gafa, amatu ne gafa. Tambuza tugende. We also have other issues like skin infections. Skin infections, mulaba skin wano si nnungi. So bizibu bingi nnyo bye tusisinkana. Soko tambuze mwana watu. Eyesight problems, bannange. This is very bad, eh? You see? Cataracts. Someone doesn't want to see. But people face these problems, and we the medical workers have to make sure that we save the people. So we are here to create awareness to the world. People have to know that these things exist so that we can find a solution. So bye eyesight problems. We have wounds and burns. A lot of things really happen. Omuntu nabeera nga ali mu bulumi. You get it? What I know, we've all faced wounds at some point. Yeah. So bye wounds and burns. Bye wounds. Now, say now. Unveiling the organic stem cell medicine. So, bannange njogedde ku bintu bingi. Naye obwedda bye ze tugamba ezo. Leero ezo endwadde zonna okuggwawo kwazo kutandise leero. Gamba leero. So, I am here to unveil to you the world's latest treatment technology. Can we please move on? Sokoddeyo nsooke mbikkule wano abantu balabe nti nze abikudde. Kikole. Unveiling the organic stem cell. They are saying the secret to youth, health, and longevity. Remember what I told you? That health is wealth. You get? That he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. So we were asked to build health rather than treating the disease. A healthy outside starts from the inside. It is health that is real wealth, not pieces of gold and silver. And also, you will face very many defeats in life, but never let yourself to be defeated. You may be sick. You may be suffering from sickle cell. You may be suffering from ulcers. You may be suffering from any other conditions like we've mentioned. But don't allow to be defeated. Keep pushing for your life. Keep trying all options to see. I know one day you will get fine. Let's clap our hands. Yes. Look, the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we do what? We fall. Nti buli wofuna ekizibu situka genda muki mu maaso. If you have been affected by the cancer, I'm here to encourage you. If you have the ulcers that has disturbed you for years, I'm here to encourage you that today is the end of the ulcers. Today is the end of the cancer. Why should you live down? Bw'oba walwala sirimu, bw'oba wafuna obuzibu bw'ensigo, bw'oba wafuna obuzibu bw'amaaso, don't stay there in your condition. Do you know what makes us stay in the conditions? We go to the hospital and start treasuring the pharmaceutical drugs. Pharmaceutical drugs are managerial. They usually don't treat. That is why you have to inject yourself with insulin until when you die. That is why you have to use pressure drugs until ate amadagala ga pressure ne gakuleetera sukaali, ate n'otandika aga sukaali, jjukira ga buli lunaku, ate ensigo ze zigajjamu. Do you know what is going to happen? Your kidneys are going to be affected. That is why people with pressure usually have diabetes. People with hypertension usually have those ezendwadde zibeera zombi weziti. Balinga bafumbo. So, if you've fallen sick, you've gotten a problem, it's not time for you to give up. The opportunity is right here. This is the secret to youth, health, longevity. Let us move on. What are stem cells? Tulaba organic stem cell medicine. This is the hope. Actually, this is the hope of the world. So, organic stem cell medicine. I want us to understand what is a stem cell. So, ladies and gentlemen, stem cells are undifferentiated cells with the capacity to both differentiate and multiply into the 200 cells that make up the body. Our body is made up of 200 types of cells. You get it? So, ekizaala obutafaali obulala tukiyita ki? Stem cell. Tukiyita tutya? Stem cells. So, it is the stem cells that make the other body cells, liver cells, bone cells, lung cells, brain, blood, muscle cells, pancreatic cells, the beta cells of islets of Langerhans. We have the egg. This one involves the sperms and the ovum. You get every cell in our body comes from stem cells. It comes from what? Stem cells. So let's first try to move on. Asoko kalete gwe komyawa kantu kange. What are stem cells? Together, stem cells are undifferentiated cells with the capacity to both differentiate and multiply into the 200 cell types that form the human being. Katikatwale. Sweet. Your health is your responsibility. Your health is your what? Responsibility. Obulamu bwo buvunanyizibwa bwo gwe nnyabo taata ali eyo azze wano naawe ali eyo wabweru ampuliriza. Your life, your health is your what? Your responsibility. Here they are defining for us again. Stem cells are unspecialized cells with the amazing power to transform into any tissue. Kakati, after sexual intercourse, on the third day, fertilization occurs. Amagi g'omusajja n'ag'omukyala geegatta ne gakola kye tuyita zygote. Jagala mbalaga omuntu gy'ava. Zygote eno yefuuka embryo. Embryo neekula neefuuka fetus. Fetus neekola omwana gwe tuyita baby. So this baby continues to grow and grow and grow until when they form a big human being. And that is me. I'm not very tall, by the way. Yes. But this is not how I was born. You get it? It is that process of cell division that helps me to grow and reach this size. So cell division etandikira mu lubuto nga mami yakafuna ki? Olubuto. Naye wali ku embryo wabaawo ekirungo Katonda kye yassaamu kye tuyita stem cells. Era stem cells ze zitandika okuzimba emikono, ne zizimba amagulu, amatu ne gajja, obwongo bwe busooka, ebigere ne bijja, ne mutaka naye munnaye owaawo n'avaayo, akabina ne kajja, omwana n'alyoka alumya banne ng'akuze. You get it? Era ne waakula asigala akyakulira ddala. Kuba kati nze wonsanze leero mami si bwe ngenda okubeera nga 24 nja kubeera nga nkyuseemu nga nina n'abaana. Nze by 40 years I must have children. So stem cells are unspecialized cells with amazing power to transform into any tissue in your body. So, tulaba nti stem cells zino ze zikola amatu, ne zikola emikono, ne zikola amagumba, ne zikola amaaso, ne zikola omubiri gwonna. Eki stem cells. Already tuzirina Katonda yazituwa mweziri. So, let's try to move on. Look at this. Organic stem cells kati zo za njawulo ku zino ze tulina mu mibiri gyaffe. Zo baazikola actually technology had it. This technology was there. Nti omuntu bw'abanga mulwadde baddiranga akalira k'omwana umbilical cord. And they cut it off and extract those stem cells from the umbilical cord. Jukira baby bakamuzaala akyakula. So ne bajjamu obutafaali buli obumaama obuzaala obulala ne babuteeka mu mpiso ne babutereka mu fridge after processing. But only the rich could afford. Oli nagenda nga mulwadde wa mutima, kansa, biki buli kalwadde konna mu mubiri gwe ne bamuyingizaamu empiso ya stem cell ne zigenda ne zirongoosa omubiri ne zitandika okuzaawo buli ekifudde. You get it? Stem cells ne zizaawo buli ekikoze eki buli ekifudde, naye ng'ayinawo munnaye yakola ki? Ye yeeyamba. Kuba twakitegedde bulungi nti emibiri gyaffe giri made up of cells. Giri made up of what? Cells. So if our bodies are made up of cells, therefore whenever we are sick, it means the cells are affected, unless your body is not made up of cells. If your body is not made up of cells, for you don't need stem cells, because after all, you're not even a human being. The moment you're a human being, then you have what? Cells. So whenever we are sick, it means whenever the human being is sick, it means the cells are affected. And the solution is replacement of the damaged cells using the stem cell medicine. And that is the reason why we are here. Sickle cell disease, actually sickle cell is a clear disease that shows that it affects the what? The cells. The same applies to ulcers. Our stomach walls are made up of cells. The same applies to stroke. Our brain is made up of cells. The same applies to cancer. Cancer affects our cells. The bones, bone conditions. Bones are made up of cells. So everything is cells. And stem cells are here to replace the damaged cells and cure the what? The body. So organic stem cells is the latest medical technology that we have. And these organic stem cells have been carefully extracted from the Swiss apple and other plants using the phytocell technology by Dr. Fred Zuliomami ono mumulaba. This gentleman started up a factory, a pharmaceutical company called Mibel Group in Switzerland. Ne batuula ne bagamba tukoze tutya okuyamba abantu. N'omuntu ali wano Uganda afunya atya ku stem cell medicine. So they did their research and discovered that there are plants, for example, the Swiss apple, scientific name, Utwila spatulaba, that they could extract. This is the structure of the plant cell, yeah? So plants also have stem cells. Chovolaba omuti gusobola okukula ne gufuuka omunene. Gulina stem cells ezikola cells endala ne gulyoka gukola ki? Gukula. So ne bakizuula nti these plants had stem cells that could repair these plants. So they extracted the stem cells using phytoscience and manufactured medicine. So let's try to move on. STC 30. Super Life Total Care 30 days of transformation. How many days? 30 days of what? Transformation. How do we use the stem cell medication? The medicine is used under the tongue. It's in form of a powder under the tongue, that is sublingual root. And when the medicine is poured under the tongue, it is absorbed. You can see this gentleman here. We have a connection of blood vessels here that absorbs the what? The medicine. So when you use the medicine, it goes straight into the blood and the brain looks for organs that are affected, and then it repairs the what? The organs. For someone with sickle cell, we are going to go and attack the bone marrow, because the only solution for sickle cell is bone marrow what? Transplant using stem cell medicine. But the other one is in India, where China. But this medicine can do the same function like the so-called bone marrow transplant, because it's going to go and replace the abnormal hematopoietic stem cells, and the child is going to get fine. Very, very interesting and easy to use. It is a sweetened powder. Let's try to move on. Look, they are telling us here something very simple. Why the stem cell works on many complications and why it's the best medication in the world today. First of all, it repairs damaged body cells. Secondly, it replaces dead body cells. Thirdly, it rejuvenates the dead bodies, the body cells, and replicates new cells, brings the body to normal function. Kubanga kuzao muntu mubiri, like bringing back the body to normal what? Functionality. Isn't this interesting, ladies and gentlemen? Medicine that restores the body, not medicine that kills pain, not a painkiller, but medicine that removes the problem. Isn't that interesting? Let's join our hands and clap for this. The amazing scientists that really thought about this. So use medication with no negative side effects. This medicine has no side effect. The body sees it as food. It is going to come into the body, and then the brain will say, kirabika baleese material, ono alinga material azimba ennyumba, omubiri gwo yennyumba. Jukira bw'oweza emyaka 6 oba tolina stem cells mu mubiri gwo. At 60 years, your stem cells are depleted. So you're left with just 5% to help you repair when you cut yourself, when you get a wound, when you're peeling matoke and you get a wound, they heal you. But when you have other conditions, you cannot be well. So when you use this medicine, goes into your bloodstream and restores your body back to normal functionality. Let's move on. All right. Look at this. Your health is your responsibility. Inti gwe okubeera omulamu oba okubeera omulwadde buvunaanyizibwa bwo. So you have to take the right decision. So this medicine can cure I think almost all conditions, because for it treats the cells, and whenever we are sick, it is cells that are affected. So the moment you're treating cells, it means you're treating every condition. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. An apple a day keeps the doctor. Let's say it together. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Let's move on. Soko zeyo nzai no kubikulako. Soko deyo. Let's go back. Kati bikula. Sweet. Okay. Here is the solution. This is the stem cell medicine technology that I have to present to you this evening. This is the solution for all the problems that I have talked about above. Reason being, this medication does body restoration. Okuzaawo ki omubiri. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, this is STC30. This is the medicine that cures the cells in your body. It is the medicine that replaces your damaged cells. It is the medicine that brings back your body to normal functionality. It is the medicine that is going to treat the wound, the walls of your stomach. It is the medicine that is going to work on the hematopoietic stem cells for you who is suffering from sickle cell and all diseases, to mention but a few. Brain conditions, as long as you have cells in your body, this is the medicine that is going to help you. You get? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Super Life Neuron Care. Neuron Care is a stem cell based product, medicine, that was designed specifically for the what? For the brain. For the what? So buli mulwadde ng'alina ekizibu ku mutwe, eno stem cell egenda n'erumba obwongo, n'etandika okuzimba obwongo ng'etereeza ekitali kiki kituufu. Obwongo ne bubeera nga bukoze eki? Obwongo ne bubeera nga butereera. The third one is right here. It is called immune care. This one baaligula nnyo during COVID-19. I remember even at hospital I used to recommend some of the patients to take this medicine. Kuba COVID teyalina ddagala nga immunity yo yekola ki? Yekuyamba. Era abantu banywanga vitamin C ne jinga okuwona, si kyo mami. So this is very good for your body's immunity, making sure that your body is fine, making sure that your body is doing well. So ladies and gentlemen, this is for people that are having infertility problems, nga family yo tekola bulungi, ng'olina ebizibu ebitali birungi mu makaago. So this one can be of very great help for you, and I recommend it highly. Someone wants to take a photo when I'm holding this amazing technology. This is STC30, and it treats various conditions. Thank you very much. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we face problems, but simply because we don't know what causes the problems and we don't know the solutions. So here is the solution, and this is what I have to present to you, and this is the end of all the conditions that we've talked above. And I want to make sure that the whole world gets to know about this. Goodbye sickle cell, goodbye heart disease, goodbye heart failure, cancer, kidney disease, ulcers, n'endwadde endala nnyingi nnyo ze njogeddeko, leero zikoma leero. Can we try to move on and see how we can close up everything? So again, they are telling us that your health is your what? Your responsibility. Natural means this is the best medication that everyone is actually taking. People are taking this medicine and they are getting well. So if other people are getting better with stem cell technology, who are you not to get better? Are you made up of cells? If you're made up of cells, then why not use the stem cell medicine and you cure those cells that make up your body? So thank you very much. My technician is doing some thing. Okay. So kodde akantu ako kanyumira nnyo. All right. Kati katwale. Sweet. Okay. Thank you very much. So the organic stem cells, they are telling us to save a life today. I need a picture. Save a life today with stem cell. Let us say it together. Save a life today with stem cell. So with stem cell therapy, good health is an assurance. Inti bw'okozesa stem cell therapy, obulamu obulungi ekyo kyo kya buliwo. Obulamu obulungi kya buki? Kya buliwo. So thank you very much for listening to me. It has been a wonderful presentation. But conclusively, I want to remind you one thing, that health is wealth. Take care of your health. You will live a healthy life. You will live a wealthy life. So thank you very much. God bless you. I remain Dr. Precious Ahaisibwe. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, let us give him very many claps once again. There are very many people watching us online. And I want us by 6 to be done. We didn't catch time. We were supposed to start at 2. We started at 4. But thank you very much, Doctor. That was very wonderful. Kanabeng wenacho ize. Regardless. Wenacho ize. Yes. Omuntu omu abadde online n'abuuza, where can I get this? Doctor. This person has asked Ali, South Africa, abuuziza, how can I get this for my child? I've tried talking to them. Alaga, their child has sickle cells, ayina ne high blood pressure. Omwana wa myaka 21. Where can they get these stem cell products that you've talked about in a few?
Thank you very much, our friend from South Africa. We are very delighted. Thank you for your question. The stem cell medicine is already in Africa, for your own information. The stem cell technology is already in the world, and everyone is using the medicine. So you can simply reach out to, we can help you get the medicine straight from Switzerland, and then you will be able to access it straight to your doorstep. We shall actually work hand in hand with Superlife World Limited, the company that is really responsible for the sponsoring of this technology in the world, and you'll be able to get the medication and the treatment on your doorstep. I don't know how long your child or your patient has stayed with the condition, but one thing I know is that as long as you start using the stem cell medicine, it is going to cause regeneration and your body's condition is going to be reversed, unless your body is not made up of cells. Thank you very much. So we can help you out. I think we shall have to give them a contact or something that they can use. Yeah, you'll be able to get the medicine. Thank you very much. Benjamin.
Thank you, Doctor. So I believe if you have a child suffering from sickle cells, they're going to be sorted out with our wonderful, wonderful health products. I don't know, Madam Susan, could you be having a question? Wow. Thank you very much. Before I invite Doctor, you can have your seat. People that are following us online, there is a lady who has asked, what is the stated dosage eyomuntu oba omwana ina sickle cell anemia? Well, I also have information about these wonderful products. Era twebaza Doctor okubanga ina byamenye menye butya products zino gyezisobola okuyamba abantu baffe. What we tell any sickle cell patient is to use our medication for not less than 6 months. Why? Okujjanjaba obutoffaali does not happen in 1 month. Okujjanjaba obutoffaali obuli damage tekibeerawo mu mwezi gumu ebiri. So twagala okukolagana wamu n'omubiri okulaba nga tuguwa obutoffaali obupya okumala obutakka wansi wa myezi 6. Oba nfuna? Kakati ndowooza ojja kutuula wamu ne Dr. Precious akuyambeko okutebolinga omwana we alina emyaka emeka, ayise mu mbeera ki, ddagala ki lyakozesa. Kakati kasita afuna history eyo aba agenda kuwa a well dosage ey'okutandika nayo. What we say is that we are not promising heaven on earth. Our wonderful products have tested the test of time and they are now authentically accepted worldwide. Zina banji zebajjanja, very many people have used them ne babeera balamu. Era njagala okukkiriza nti naye woziwa chance omwana we ajja kuba mulamu nate. So people that are following us online, if you have any other question, please put it in the chat box and we shall be answering it. If you have any child suffering from sickle cell anemia, chronic ulcers, it could not be a child, it could be an adult, it could be any person suffering from any health condition. What we have is an organic solution for all your health problems, and it is enough. We've spent a lot of money trying to help our relatives, friends, and family. What we are presenting to you today is such a wonderful package. So, nchiwa Dr. agenda kuba kuyambako bulungi mulabe nga mufuna dosage ennungi. Yes, please. Good evening. Yes, Ivan. You're welcome.
You may relate it to the principle, which is right, but when the content itself does not bring out the exact results. And in most cases, we have seen people who are getting healed just because they have given a placebo. When you give a placebo, you treat the mind. Someone may be treated because the mind is healed. True. And you attribute the treatment to the drug you gave. Yet in the reality, the drug is making more harm than good. So are there clinical trials which are documented to prove that what you're telling us is really working? Otherwise, we may take the analogy behind the explanation of the mode of action. It's pharmacokinetics, and the pharmacodynamics may be right, but when the drug itself is a no-go area. Thank you.
You're welcome. Please hold this for me. Before doctor comes in, thank heavens, our wonderful products are scientifically tested and clinically proven by number 1, FDA worldwide, and NDA here in Uganda. Because what we are doing is that we are not after sales to, people to purchase our products, but we are after taking care of them. And we can't go out there giving people things that are non-scientifically tested and clinically proven for their human consumption. So yes, our products are scientifically tested. Doctor, could you say something?
Yes. We don't have the documents right here in Uganda, but by the fact that the medicine is being used and it has the certification stamps and the license of the National Drugs Authority, we are very confident. You know, it is very bad to give someone medicine and they don't get well. But if they get well, plus the certifications that we have, then we are very confident that the product is secure, safe, and easy to use. So we are very blessed. Thank you very much. It is proven. Yeah, it is proven.
You're welcome. I'm going to request Madame Lillian to share with you the certificates. They have been shared with us online some time ago. I'm going to share them with her, and she's going to give them to you as a proof that we have been certified. For sickle cell, Madame Susan, please help me with STC30 and SIC. And SIC. Nine chika munana njagala okulaga omwana wa sickle cell kye yeetaaga. People that are following us online, I'm showing Madame Susan what she needs to help with her child who is suffering from sickle cells. Number one, doctors talked about the stem cell product. That is the STC30 product that treats the cells. And by the way, it is not the product that treats the cells. The product helps the body into manufacturing normal cells. So it has good ingredients that help with that. For sickle cell, since we have beautiful and wonderful organic products, we also let you take a combination of our product called SIC. It is an immune care product. Because for sickle cells, they always have immune deficiency. So, omwana wo, as you talk to Dr. Precious and maybe Madame Sylvia, ojja kumuyambako okulaba nga afuna this combination. Afune STC30, afune ne SIC as a combination. Now, tuyinza obutamenya dosage right now, doctor agenda kuyambako okulaba neetaaga bungi ki, neetaaga bungi ki. So, put that in consideration as well. Thank you very much for following us online, people that are following us online, people that have attended physically. I thank you very much. Many were challenged because of rain and other circumstances, but tuwebaza. Mwebale kubeerawo, era tugenda kuba tweyongera nga tweyongera. Njagala okukkiriza nti essaawa ziri 12 exactly, right? Bulako eddakiika 4. Waliwo omuntu ayinza okulala nga alina ekibuuzo out there? Yes, sir. If you have a question online, please present it in the comment section.
Sebo neyanza nnyo Dr. Somesa akawungezi ka leero. Sebo Dr. obadde osomesa ogambye nti waliwo obulwadde obuyise kebereko wano wembadde mbuwandiise. Manye ebyammwe ebyekisawo tetubikwata mangu. Fibroids in stomach, fibroids bwekitoogo kyabadde
Fibroids.
Oh, ndowooza era yensonga yegambye tetubikwata mu ngeri y'amangu. So ekintu ekyo kinkutteko nnyo. Waliwo omukwano gwange ayina sister wange ngera mukwano gwange ayina ekizibu ekyo, alumizibwa mu lubuto nti kati baamugamba nti ayina omugongo nagwo gumuluma ate n'omutwe ne gumuluma kati ate nga nkirabyeko wali, so kati ayinza kuyambibwa atya mu ngeri eyo. So Dr. kyekibuuzo ekyo kye nnina. Neyanza Sebo.
All right. Webale nnyo Sebo. Abantu are following online, people that are following us online, this gentleman has asked if a person has fibroids and other symptoms that follow fibroids, how can that person be helped? Doctor is going to answer. Yes, Sebo.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Dr. neyanza nnyo okusomesa. Osomeseza nnyinamuko byenjizeemuko naye Dr. nnyina ekibuuzo nga mbuuza singa nga nze nnyina omwana ayina amaaso oba bakiyita ensenke talaba bulungi. Dokita ekintu ekyo kisobozebwa kiwonyezebwa kitya? Era nga njagala okumanya era nsobola okuyambibwa. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. People that are following us online, this gentleman has asked if their child has problems with their eyesight and situations associated with eyes, how can their child be helped? Dr. Precious is going to answer in very few minutes because of time. Doctor. Please put your questions in the chat box.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sebo tweyanze ekibuuzo kyo. Naawe sebo neyanziza ekibuuzo kyo. Neyanziza kumanza agenda okubeera nga nkuwa solution. So first and foremost, mwami atugambye fibroids tumuyambye tutya? Ebizimba bya nabaana ebyo. Ebizimba bya nabaana Katonda yatutonda nga tebirina kubeeramu. You get it? God did not create you to have the fibroids. Era mukwano go teyazaalibwa nga wakubeera neki ne fibroids. Obola abakyala abalala bo tebazirina naye nga ye akoze eki azirina. So these cells that are making up the fibroids are not actually supposed to be there in the uterus. So these are abnormal cells that are found in the what? In the uterus. And what does the stem cell do? The stem cell goes and eliminates the cells that are not supposed to be part of your body. And then try to make sure that your body is normal. Kakati omukyalo oyo stem cell egenda kubeera nga ejjamu ebintu ebyo. Because they are not supposed to be in your what? We saw that stem cells bring the body back to normal functionality. So anything that is not supposed to be there naturally, it is going to be eliminated. You get it? So kati omukyalo oyo, this is the solution. They are going to be removed, okay? Yes, according to the testimonies we've seen and the science that has been proven with this technology. Then, omwami ayogeddeko ku maaso. Our eyes, unless your eyes are not made up of cells, but as long as your eyes are made up of cells, you get it? Stem cell ebe genda kubeera nga etereeza. If you have an eyesight problem, oba amaaso gazimbye, I fail to understand ensenke kye mu luzungu. Cataracts. Badde nkiwandiise wano naye nga sikikakasa. Cataracts. So, a normal human being is not supposed to be like that. Our eyes are made up of cells. And the moment there is any problem with your body, an abnormal growth of cells on any of the parts of your body, the stem cell is going to attack you. And then remove those cells that are abnormal in your what? In your body. So, owensenke oyo, naye abasobola okubeera nga atereezebwa. Like eyakola eddagala lino ye yanoonyaayo eddagala erirumba akatafaali, cell, not a painkiller, something that just alters the challenges and what tries to maneuver and play around with the pain and then try to make sure that the glucose is okay, or tries to make sure that someone is, feeling fair. But when the main cause of the problem is what? Still stuck there. So ensenke ziba zitereera because they are not supposed to be there. You get? So the stem cell is going to reverse and bring the body back to normal functionality. Unless, I repeat, unless your body does not have cells. But as long as you have cells, this is the solution to your everything. Thank you very much. Benjamin.
Wow. Bingi betuyinza okwogera ku products zetulina na butya bisobola okuyamba abantu baffe, naye kye twagala okubategeeza nti however much you know this information, ne bw'ofuna information yeno, ekisinga obukulu kyekyokulaba nga you give it a try. Bantu bangi bafuna information ne bagyesigaliza. So now that you've learned about what we have, give it a try for even any minor condition. Ne bwekiba kiki, ne bwekiba kinga ekirwadde kiri very weird, give a try with our products. You won't regret. Njagala okuwumbawumba bwenti. Please help me with that SNC. Yes, please. Twina products, 5 right now. And the coffee? Bakugu baffe balabanga abantu baffe bayita mu bintu bingi ne basalawo bakole products ez'enjawulo. Leero focus yaffe ebadde ku STC30 eno gy'olaba wano, eyamba okujjanjaba obutofaali. Era gwe abadde afollowinga smoothly omuntu abadde alina sickle cell tumugambye nti akozese combination of SIC ne STC30 emuyambeko okujjanjaba their cells ate emuyambe okuddaabiriza their immunity. This is a very good combination for your daughter. She's going to be okay. Then tuyina abantu bangi abayita mu bizibu ebyenjawulo with their nervous system. Omuntu afunye stroke, omuntu afunye blindness, omuntu afunye ebintu byonna ebikwatagana ne nervous system bagitawatya mu Luganda. Byempuliziganya by'omubiri. Kyonna kye kiri. Omuntu yenna afunye okugongobala paralysis, name them but a few. This is what helps them. Naye era tubagattirako combination eno ne bagitwala. Then abaami, abakyala, njagala mwana. This is not heaven on earth. No. We're not promising you that you're going to give birth tomorrow. But what we are saying is that go out there, cleanse your blood with our organic products and try out what you've been trying with your wife. Walabe enkyukakyuka egenda okubeerawo. Bintu bingi bye tubuusa amaaso naye ate nga bye birina ekinyusi. Treat your body with our products and you won't regret. Nsembeyo n'ekibuuzo, there is a brother of mine following online from the US. We are blessed having you online and he's asking, nze nkozesa vitamins ez'enjawulo okulaba nga mbeera mulamu sigamba nti ndi mulwadde stem cells zikikola. I stand firmly to tell you that stem cells are very good with boosting, all those benefits that you get from the vitamins that you use. So instead of using vitamins for the rest of your life, please switch to stem cells at least once a year. Twice a month, or you could say after every 1 month, depending on your capability, and try it out. You will get wonderful, wonderful benefits. Mr. Ivan, yes.
I've adopted the concept of the stem cells, and now it being the challenges we are facing right now, like in Uganda, we have a lot of cancer, GIT cancer,
Yes.
Cancer of the GIT system. And it is always diagnosed when it is too late. So by the time people come to us, they are in grade 4 stages where we can just only put normal saline and give morphine. The reason that's why we put normal saline and give morphine, they are in grade 4, we cannot do anything. And because people don't know that you have the disease in you, some you say you have ulcers, it is what? So I'm seeing the beauty with this, like even if you don't feel like you are sick, you may be sick. Because you don't know, by the time you know you are in grade 4. So it is better you start now, but you will not know that even you had the what? The cancer.
Wow, let us clap for Mr. Ivan. Very many claps. Doctor, you've talked for 1 hour. Allow me shine. Before doctor comes in, Mr. Ivan, thank you very much. Very many people see this and they just stay at bay, But now that you've recognized this as also a solution, may God bless you. Doctor, what were you saying?
In Africa, by the time they get to tell you that you have kidney disease, it means that things started some years back. You get it? By the time they tell you that you have ensigo mfu, you get it? So, it is actually a good concept for you to use the stem cell and just have to rejuvenate your body. In other developed countries, people go for checkups regular. Some people do it weekly. So that's why they live longer. But in Africa, in some other countries, sorry to say, we need to adapt the stem cells. Since we cannot go for checkups, use the stem cells and get better. Yeah.
Wow. Pricing. Yameka birabye. It all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a solution, we sit you down, netukuyamba ko kulaba nga tukuyamba okutablinga what you're going to spend depending on what condition that you have. So what was that pricing? You can sit with me, you can sit with doctor, with the person that invited you, na kuyambako with the pricing, again okuyamba depending on the dosage. I want to end here. Ngambebaza mwena babaddewo, the technicians, thank you very much. We were delayed, but that's okay. Thank you for people that are following online. The photographer, he's a very good gentleman, Mr. Joram. Abagenyi bafa balungi and the fellow distributors, may God bless you as well. The decorator, very good gentleman and humble. May God bless you as well. I want to conclude this with a prayer. Please, may we stand up and we pray. Katumire tusabe. People that are following online, please stand up. Let us pray. Loving Jesus, it has been a wonderful time that you've given us to talk about how best can we put our lives together with these wonderful products. Our people are suffering. May you please help them. We have products the world needs to know about. May you give us the energy to preach it out there. We have a very wonderful aim to transform people's lives through these wonderful products. May you be with us, give us the knowledge, understanding, and may you travel with all the people that have come here safely back to their homes, and may you bless their families, may you bless their works, and may you bless them with good health. Be with all the service providers on this day, the photographer, the technicians, the decorator. Bless them with more work, and may they be in a good financial stability. Above all, send your Spirit to guide us in this new week. In Jesus' name I've prayed. Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You could play some music as we depart. Thank you very much for being around.
We've gathered here to pray. Hear our cry. Lord, we need your mercy and we need your grace today. Yes, we do. Hear us as